Hello everyone, today I'm going to make a video. Obviously, it's going to be a tutorial on how to farm. So basically, the first thing you're going to need is a hoe. I'm just going to grab, I don't know, I'll just grab a diamond hoe just because it looks kind of cool. It doesn't really matter unless you're mining it, what kind of hoe it is. So then you're gonna need seeds. Just whatever seeds. But the most easy seeds to get are wheat seeds. They're just so easy. I'll just grab all the seeds, to be honest. Just all the seeds. Just so I can show you all the stuff. Next, we're going to need bone meal. Tons of bone meal. And water. Where is water? Water bucket. Boom. That is all. Don't look at all the creepy stuff in my inventory, though. You do not want to look at all this random cringy stuff. I was just testing out this, stuff in this world. Testing out mods. Some cringy mods. It's really dumb. Don't download whatever mod I downloaded. It's kind of sus. Okay. Whatever it is, though, we better get started, so clear out all of these in your area. For the first part. Oh, that's fine. Just don't try to do that in creative mode, because you don't. Entities, wait. Does it make it so that entities drop loot? It doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, this will be good now. Now, you need to hoe the ground, which is basically like a shovel, but it's hoe. So you want to hoe a large area if you're gonna be farming a lot. Hoed areas do turn into normal dirt very often. So you gotta re-hoe it every short while. So next you will mine a block, mine just a row down the middle and place water there. Then you'll probably want to do that over on this middle row too. Just throughout the entire thing. So this makes it hoed ground. Probably stay hoed, I think. I'll do that there and that there to make it better. So yeah, now we got a flow of water. Should probably hoe some of these, because they probably won't stay hoed if they're next to water. I don't actually know that much. Okay, they don't stay hoed. So next, you just plant seeds. So I'm gonna start by placing some wheat seeds. Then I'm gonna do some pumpkin seeds. Then we'll do some melon seeds. Oops. And then I'll do some beetroot seeds. And then we'll do these seeds. Then we'll do that. Okay, boom. Now we've got our farm. Of course, you can acquire wheat seeds easily just by mining these grasses. But the other seeds are going to be harder to get. It doesn't really matter if you're in creative mode though. Also, it doesn't really matter. Wheat is the most important one. So now that all the things are placed, they shouldn't turn back into normal thing anymore. So next, if you have bones, what you have to do is they take a few days to grow, but if you have bone meal, it auto grows them. So basically continue doing it. You might have to use a couple bone meal to grow it to full growth, but sometimes only one is needed. Okay, these seeds that I'm doing right now sure are hard to grow. You'll know if it is grown enough if you can mine one, and it'll just be perfect. Holy crap. So perfect. Now we have all of those. Now we can check. The pumpkins have been perfect. Wait, I have to go in my settings and put me in survival for a second. Just for a quick second, so I can see if it works. Yep. And I get wheat and a lot of wheat seeds. So you can, oh wait. Oh, I accidentally mined all 3. Yeah, that's a little too bad. But yeah, see, that's basically how it works. Now you can just mine the plant. Boom. Or food, depending on what it is. Doesn't look like it collected it. You know what? I'm just gonna delete all of that. Oh, I can't. Because I'm in survival for a second there. No, I'm just gonna set myself back in creative. And then I probably should do that. Well, so that's pretty much how you farm. But the video's obviously not over yet, because you can see the bar. I'm gonna teach you how to farm animals next. You're gonna need a couple things like hoe, like leads, like you know leads. Or you might. They're just what you attach them to the animal and then it just makes them go over you. I'm gonna take out all of this. So basically what you do, well, the best way of getting leads is right up above me right now. Just killing one of these traveling villagers. They drop usually like 1 to 2 leads once you kill them, like near the llamas. So they're the best way to get leads in your world. Anyways, once you've gotten leads, you should build yourself a base, basically. I guess I'll just do it over here. Well, then again, they can farm on ground. Oh, yes, this is the perfect spot. So you're probably going to want, like, fences. So I'm just going to grab fences and a fence gate, obviously. So you're going to want to make an enclosed space for them. So just do what I'm doing. Make a space for them to do stuff in. An enclosed space so they can't leave. Okay. And then, since I don't want them leaving this way, I'll just do that. Boom, boom, nope. Okay. So there we have it, enclosed space, and I'm gonna leave myself, no, not right there, right here, a fence gate, so you can go out. So what you're gonna need next is animals. I would grab them and lead them in here, but I will just show you, I'll just show you some sheep and cow. And then I should show you how to tame a horse while I'm at it, but I don't know where all the things are. Wait, what's open? These things aren't maw bags. Oh, whatever. Where are horses? Oh, horse. Okay. So then, you're gonna want to spawn whatever animal if you're in creative mode, or just lead them in here. So I'm first gonna show you with sheep. Sheep are good for their wool, because wool can get you some good stuff. I'm also gonna grab a lead, so a saddle I mean, so I can show you how to ride a horse. So basically, see, and if you do that, it'll spawn more. And then you just grab more sheep. And the more sheep you collect and feed wheat to each of them, the more sheep you get in total. See? Boom. Now, unfortunately, I have to kill you all. Stall. Or they can just leave now. Yeah, I realized that. Okay, guys, can you just leave? Bro. Get out. Get out. So now I should probably make it so that nothing comes in. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do this real quick. Bruh. So that way they can't just go in. Okay, boom. Now, if these sheep just would get out, you know what, I'm gonna just grab a diamond sword, because I'm gonna have to do this with the cows too. Diamond sword just one-hit them. Okay. Now let's try it with cows. So let's do 2 cows. See? And it's the same thing. And you do have to feed it different foods depending on the animal it is in. Okay, you know what? I'll just close the gate. So basically now, one last thing is if you want to know how to tame a horse, I'll teach you how. So basically, you spawn or get a horse, then you feed it apples. And then if you have an empty hand, you will be allowed to ride it. But it will take you wherever it wants to go. But if you go into its inventory and place a saddle on, you can also place horse armor to make it so it can survive longer. Then it will go wherever you want to go. Attack! I'm gonna go attack all the random beasts. Die. Die, you dumb, random, cringy thing. And it's dead. What did I earn? Oh, you just earn a chest. Bro. you're dead. So basically, this is how you ride a horse. Whee. And horses can survive a long while. Okay, this is going to be hard to get out of. So I'm just going to fly away. See you later, horse. And once you put a saddle on them, you have to go into their inventory to take it off. Ooh. Wait, I have an idea. I'm saving the horse. Now it can come up. You can come up to the surface now, horse. Wait a minute. I'm gonna save it. I will save it. This is getting a bit sidetracked, but I want to save the horse. Oh, it needs to go way deeper. Oh, well. Well, I will save the horse later, but that was how to farm animals and, seeds. Boom, boom, and my horse is still stuck in that canyon. Well, that is it for this farming tutorial. Yeah, like and subscribe. And yeah, I need more subscribers. Subscribes. Like and subscribe.